I don't think I've ever seen you sitting down, Jenny.
Yeah. Well, at rally, she doesn't sit down. She's always going, right?
Yeah, I get to move a lot at rally.
Hi, team.
Hi, Chris.
Chris.
Hey, Chris, I'm not sure if you heard the news, but Pam's not going to be able to make it tonight. She's really sick.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Happy to jump in and help.
All right. Well, Ellen's going to start us off in a minute. We still got one more minute.
We still have one more minute, and I'm waiting for someone in particular to get on before I do my big reveal of something that came in the mail to me today.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but I'm waiting for somebody in particular, but I don't see her yet.
Pretend it's me and show us now.
No, I'm waiting for Ms. Morris.
Way to go, Ellen. Way to go.
Ms. Lori Morris. That's who I'm waiting for.
Anybody excited? Who's excited?
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Good. Yay. Amy's excited. Yay.
I was telling Mary Pyatt, we have a very exciting next couple days for a lot of champions. A lot is riding on the next couple days. Very exciting.
Big stuff happening.
Big stuff.
Hey, Sarah P., you're in a car. You're usually sitting in your chair in your living room. Or is that just a picture of you?
It is a little frozen.
Not moving.
Yep, she's not moving.
Oh, she moved.
No, I am in the car driving home. Yeah.
All right.
Get in here.
Are you still waiting, Ellen?
I was waiting, but I think I'll go ahead and reveal it. She just happens to be late, but look what came in the mail today, champions.
Oh,
it's the spirit stick. It's the spirit stick that Par Excellence won. Hello, during Spirit Week.
This is why she's not on, Ellen.
And the All-Star really wanted it bad, but sorry.
So did the goats, and we were only 1,000 away.
The goats were very close, but hey, close just doesn't quite get you the glory of this amazing stick that is going to be put someplace very prominently in my house on our Steinway baby grand piano.
There you go.
This lovely conversational piece anytime anybody comes to the house.
Geez, Ellen, I didn't realize you were this competitive.
I'm not usually, but they were so excited about it. And I was like, I had to give them a hard time.
I love it. I love it. That's awesome.
She was the sweeper on the spirit stick. She never said anything all week, and then all of a sudden it was just like, oh, it's mine.
Listen, the credit of this wonderful spirit stick goes to Miss Christy Greer down there in the corner of your screen and her amazing girl Cassandra, because they have supplied all of Tennessee and I don't know, Montana with like water bottles. Missouri, where's she from? Where's Cassandra from, Christy?
Dyersburg.
But but she, like, where she was from before.
Missouri.
Yeah, so that's what earned us the spirit stick, is those little ladies down there working the water bottle sale.
Well, I got to tell you, last week I was talking to Pam and she was trying to explain this spirit stick to me, and the way she's describing it, I'm thinking like it's this jewel encrusted Swarovski, whatever, and then she's like, Chris, that's a rolling pin.
It's a rolling pin with tassels and hair ties.
I think there's a dance that goes with that, right, Jen?
Yes.
Wow, that's all I got.
Oh my goodness, too much. Well, welcome, champions. We are so excited to have you here on our leadership Zoom to really finish this month incredibly strong. It's been 5 long weeks that everybody's been working and recruiting and doing all this amazing stuff, and we're so proud of you. So many people are poised and ready to step their business up to the next level. And we're so excited to cheer you on and help you in any way that we can. And one of the ways we can is tonight, is by you guys being here right now to get some great ideas, some inspiration to carry you through and past the finish line. So we're so excited that you're here tonight. So we have some great training planned for you. Chris is going to be going in here in just a minute, and he's going to be talking to us about the more in Tupperware. I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about recruiting. Amy Gardner is going to help me out with that because she is actually the #1 recruiter here at Champion right now, and she does the majority of it online. So she's going to give us some great tips around that. And then also, we're going to talk about our manager growth program. All right. So we're going to just kind of make sure that you're aware, if you just stepped up to manager, that you are in this program, and we don't want you to leave any awards on the table. So we're going to be talking about that. And then Loretta's going to wrap us up with some great John Gordon inspiration. If you're not on his email list, you need to be, because it will definitely charge up your day, your week. Anytime you need that little motivational plug of excitement, it's a great place to go, right in your inbox. So to get us started, we have our amazing regional vice president, sorry, I forgot the regional in there, Chris. And so Chris, take it away.
Thank you, Ellen. And hello, champions. I'm so excited to be able to join you here this evening. And before I forget, because I have a horrible memory, see, I already forgot. No, before I'm just kidding. Before I forget, what I want to do is I want to take a photo of the entire group. So can we go back to gallery view for a quick second? I want to post this on the Rocket page. Everybody knows that I was hanging out with the champions tonight, right? How cool is that? So very good. So big smiles. I'll do like a 3, 2, 1 countdown. So if someone's listening but wants to turn their camera on. Now, if you're in a place where your camera shouldn't be on, by all means, don't turn it on.
I don't want to see that.
We don't want to see that. You have to see that, but we don't want to see that. So, all right, 3, 2, 1, big smiles. Awesome. I got that. Fantastic. So team, yeah, I'm super excited to be able to jump on here tonight. And I want to brag real quick. I want to brag. First, I'll go on the record for saying that this COVID thing is driving me nuts. I am having champion withdrawals. I miss being there in Northeast Ohio, being at the studio there in Strongsville, and miss being with all of you. Being here face-to-face on Zoom is the next best thing. And first and foremost, I hope that all of you and your families are staying healthy and safe during this time. But let's brag on Champion, because it's one of the things I love to do most is to brag on all of you, the leadership team at Champion. And you know, year to date, we're closing out the month of July, so January through July. No surprise to any champion, because you know in the Rocket region, you are the #1 company, and we are now over 2.4 million in sales in just this short period of time. And you might be sitting there saying, you know, 2.4 million, that's exciting. What does that really mean? So here's what I want to share with you very quickly. Here's what I want to share with you is, when you take 2.4 million, right, and you times that by 25%, I'm just talking about the profit made on personal sales. I'm not talking personal sales volume bonus, Vanguard, Profit Plus, promoting bonuses and all that. So far, year to date, $600,000 of profit has been made at Champion. That's the big news, right? That's the big number. We can talk about 2.4 million. What does that really mean at the end of the day? That means all the consultants, managers, and directors have put $600,000 in your pocket since the beginning of the year. If we added the personal sales volume bonus and all the bonuses that the managers and directors make, I'm sure we're well over 700,000. But anyway, so I wanted to start off by saying that we're #1 year to date in sales in the Rocket region. You're #1 in the region with the highest active team member count. We have 1,153 active team members and growing, right? And growing. So a lot of recruiting happening here in the last couple of days as we close out the month. #1 company and director team count, 23 directors and growing. We've got a couple of DIQs we'll be promoting up this month, so we're super excited about that. And 88 managers, 88 managers. Now, I haven't talked to Pam about this yet, but since she's not here, we could talk amongst ourselves. I don't know what 88 Why 88 and why not 100, right? If we're at 88, why not 100? So I'm going to have a conversation with Pam later this week when she's feeling better to really peel it back and see what is it going to take to finish August and go into September with 100 plus managers, right? 100 plus managers, which will really help us as we get set for Record Breaker. I'm super excited. I'm super excited to hear that Ellen and Amy are going to talk about recruiting tonight, because team, up until 2 weeks ago, Champion was #1 in the region in recruiting. As of today, we're #2 in recruiting by 6 recruits. By 6 recruits. Now, you know what? It's not, we've got 3 more days. We've got tonight, Tuesday, and Wednesday to close this out and close out July and hold that #1 in recruiting. So I'm really going to encourage all of you to really listen with both ears when Ellen and Amy are sharing, because you've got the team, we've got every indicator going in the right direction. We don't want not to be #1 in recruiting, right? So let's keep it there. So what I want to talk to all the managers and the leadership team about tonight, if you're taking notes, I want you to write this at the top of your notes, and it's the word think, with a capital T on think, and the second word bigger, all capital letters. So think bigger. I want to challenge you all to think bigger right now. Think bigger right now. And what do I mean by that? Well, let me share with you, my friends. I've been working with our business leaders for the last 6 weeks on Record Breaker. What? Record Breaker's in October, Chris. Well, and today's, we're talking about closing out July. What I want you to think about is everything that you're doing here in the last couple days to close out July, everything that we're going to be doing in August and September. I want you to be intentional that it's building your foundation for your biggest Record Breaker ever. Now, the majority of you, in fact, pretty much all of you, were with us during birthday month, right? Tupperware celebrated our biggest in 72 years, our biggest birthday month ever. And we're not going to rest on that. We're going to make sure that in October we have our biggest Record Breaker ever. So I want you to be thinking bigger now, right? And I'm going to give you a couple things that I'm going to recommend that you focus on. But I want to challenge you, right? You might be a brand new manager sitting here tonight, right? Or, you know, maybe you've been with us for a little while as a manager. I want to expand your thinking. I really want to challenge all of you, right? I really want to challenge all of you that our managers and our star managers. I'm going to start off with our managers and our star managers first. I really want you to think about when you go into Record Breaker, which is in October. It's no surprise, right? We all know Record Breaker is in October. And I'm not here to talk to you about Record Breaker. I'm here to talk to you about today to get ready for tomorrow, right? But you got to have some goals in front of you. And I want to challenge every manager and every star manager to step up to executive manager by the end of September. So if you're relatively new, you might not know what that means. All I want you to write in your notes is executive manager and circle it, and then just have a conversation with your director to say, you know, why executive manager and what does it take to get there? I'll give you the why. I'll give you the why. You're going to make more money as an executive manager versus a manager. You make double the amount of profit plus. You're certainly going to be making more money as an executive manager. And the best advice I can give to any champion out there, if you're a manager or a star manager, is whatever it takes to grow your unit here at the end of July, all of August and September, so that you're an executive manager going into October. When you come out of October and you get that commission check, you can send me a thank you. You can send your director a thank you, right? You can high five Pam virtually, right? Whatever, you know, so, you know, if, you know, I want to help you now to start thinking bigger for September. Don't wait for September to start thinking bigger. Don't wait for September to start thinking bigger about Record Breaker coming up. And here's the cool thing about Record Breaker that's going to happen in October. Again, everything you're doing now, July and August and September, is prepping you. It's getting you prepared. You're being proactive. It's to get you ready for that moment when you step on the step into Record Breaker. When you get your commissions in November, and they are like double what you're used to getting, or they're far more than what you're used to getting, you're going to sit there and say, I'm so glad I listened to Chris and the directors and Pam back at the end of July and really focused on thinking bigger for myself, right? So that would be the first place. Now, you might be sitting there saying, well, hold it, Chris, I'm already an executive manager. Good. It's time for you to go into DIQ. There's plenty of time between now and the end of September to become a brand new director, right? Because if you think that executive managers make bigger money during record breaker. Well, let me share with you, executive managers, directors make more than you do, right? It's not a secret. You can check our career plan. It's public knowledge. Directors make more than executives do, right? So, make sure we're putting ourselves into the DIQ program. Let me touch on the executive manager really quickly. One quick thing I want to say about that. If you haven't hit executive just yet, you might be really close here at the end of July. I'm going to strongly encourage that you do so. If not, what I want you to do is to, schedule a 15, 20-minute call with your director tonight or tomorrow and really peel back what does it take to become an executive manager. And when you can qualify in August with 7,500 or more in sales as an executive manager, and then again in September, one thing that most managers forget is that the executive manager gets a third bonus that other managers do not. Managers and star managers don't get the third bonus. The executive manager gets her Profit Plus, an executive manager gets the Vanguard bonus. But when you do 2 months back-to-back consecutive, 7,500, that unlocks a bonus that pays out your third month going forward. Any month that you ever hit 7,500 again, Tupperware is going to throw another $150 bonus at you every month that you hit 7,500. So you get your Profit Plus 4%, you get your Vanguard bonus, and then you get this extra $150, right? And that extra $150, that could be your car insurance, that could be your cell phone bill, your internet bill at home, your cable bill, that sort of thing, right? And it's like incredible money, extra money to be had that comes in on top of. And when you put it all together, you're looking now in the 500 range with your bonuses for as an executive manager. So that's what when I say think bigger, it's about that. So if you're ready to promote up to executive manager here in July or in August, 2 months in a row, July, August, knock it out, because it's in October. Did I say July, August? August, September. August, September. You gotta look at a calendar. August, September, knock it out, because when you get to October, then you're going to be picking up that extra bonus and every month there forward, right? So that's the first thing I want you to do when you think bigger. Now I'm just going to give you a couple quick steps, and then I'm going to turn it back over to Ellen and the team, right? How do you think bigger? It starts with your personal party lineup. Starts with you, my friends. You are always remember this, especially our newest managers. I want you to remember that you're number one in your unit. And I have this, and I've been doing this for I'm going on 37 years now. I've been doing this for a little while, and I'll share with you, I've got a strict philosophy that has gotten me this far in my career, and it works all the time. Number one takes care of number one first, right? You're the number one in your unit, right? So whether you're a manager, you're going to hold more parties, you're going to talk about Tupperware more, and the most important person in your unit, if you're a manager, star, or executive, and for our newer directors, most important person on your director team is you. You work on you first. Number one takes care of number one first all the time. And you might be sitting there saying, but Chris, I have my consultants I got to take care of. If I can just take care of them, then I'll go take care of myself. Wrong. You take care of yourself first, and then you get to your unit next. They're not going to, don't worry about them. They'll be okay. They'll be okay, for half a day or whenever you can get back to them, right? But take care of your personal lineup first. And then the second thing, I'm not going to dive deep on this, but it's consistency in recruiting. Consistency in recruiting and sharing the opportunity. So you're going to hear from Ellen and Amy on that in a little bit. And I'm actually going to key you up, and then I'm going to turn it over to you, right? Because I'm about done in 30 seconds here. What I would say is this: when it comes to sharing the opportunity, this is, let people know what you're looking for. Let people know what you're looking for. Over 50 million people are on unemployment today because of everything that's going on around us, right? Over 80,000 people, digest this for a second, over 80,000 people have joined Tupperware in the last 3.5 months. 80, and that's just the US and Canada, that's not the rest of the world. 80,000 people here in the US and Canada have said yes to the Tupperware opportunity, because why? They can make money weekly now, because Tupperware changed 4 months ago our weekly commissions, right, on our e-commerce. You get a free website for 3 months. You can join for as little as $15 down. Are you kidding me? Where else can you sign up today and make money tonight? Nowhere else but Tupperware, right? And you've got all of that at your fingertips. So let people know what you're looking for. And the word choices that I would always start off when I'm sharing the opportunity is this: I'm looking for people who are looking for more. I'm looking for people who are looking for more. So whether it's you or somebody you know that can benefit from what I'm about to share with you, I'd love for you just to give me a quick minute and let me share why I love Tupperware. And then I'd go right into whether it's a Facebook party, a Zoom party, just letting people know what you're looking for. And for me, the way I say it is I'm looking for people who are looking for more time with their kids, more money to help their family budget, more confidence, more in a career, more recognition, whatever it is, more fulfillment. You're going to find it in Tupperware, and I'd love to help you get there. So team, I'm going to turn it back over. The last thing I want to say is the first thing I said. Think bigger. Challenge yourself tonight before you go to bed. Am I really thinking big enough about my Tupperware business? What do I need to do August and September? Make sure that I'm record breaker ready. Well, there's a new one for you. I haven't said it that way before. Record breaker ready, right? How can I be record breaker ready by the end of September? Champion's going to be record breaker ready with over 100 managers going into record breaker. We're going to have over 1,300 active team members. I've been working on the numbers with Pam. So much excitement is going to be coming, and we just had our biggest birthday month, and Pam and I are talking about how we can have our biggest record breaker month. So buckle up, my friends. It's all coming your way. So Ellen, I'm going to turn it back over to you, and I'm going to jump off because I got another quick Zoom that I'm going to head over to, and I want to say goodnight to all the champions, and thanks for having me on here tonight, team. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'm cheering you on.
Thank you, Chris.
Thanks,
for
Chris.
joining us.
Yeah, bye, team.
All right. Okay, so let's talk about recruiting. All right, so let's talk about recruiting. So why do you want to recruit? Right? Why do you want to recruit? And so I want you guys to answer these questions right there in the chat, okay? So who is it that you want to recruit? Just put your answers right in the chat, all right? I'm going to be watching that. So who is it that you want to recruit? Friends, everyone, family, hosts, people looking for more. Exactly. Good pull from the first segment, Lori. Hostesses, past consultants. Absolutely. These are the people that you want to recruit. People who love Tupperware, hosts, friends, customers, everyone. Absolutely. So these are all right answers. Okay. So how do you recruit? So how do you recruit these people, and where do you recruit them? All right. Put those in there. Oh, broke, baby, and bored. Yes, that's a classic. Absolutely. You ask them, you know what? That is a great answer to that question. Do you know how many people I've recruited over the years? And I say, why'd you join Tupperware? Why'd you say yes? And they're like, because you asked me. Because they'd been to so many parties and they'd had so many discussions with people, and people had never asked them. How significant is that? So on this call, show them your passion. That's very good. Show them how easy it is. Yes, Kelly, absolutely. Facebook, ask, absolutely. So when it comes to recruiting, one of the things that's so important to realize about recruiting is, you can be a phenomenal personal seller, right? You can date parties like crazy. You can sell the products like crazy. You can do all those things. If you're able to do that, that's great. You can make a really good living in Tupperware selling Tupperware, right? Just off of your personal commission and personal volume bonuses, right? Because of the way our compensation program is. However, what happens when you're just straight up commission, right, is it's all on you. All that pressure is on you to be able to, all that pressure is on you every single month to perform at that level, right? And so it's really important to take that pressure off of yourself, right? And so what you do when you recruit, you take that commission that can be like this, right? It can be this huge wave of commission, like this month was great, next month not quite as good. This month was great, next month I was too busy and couldn't get around to it. This month was great, right? And you take it from the wave and you make it into a wiggle, right? Because then the more you're recruiting and the more you're helping people do exactly what you're doing, those bonuses that you start to earn off of the people in your unit, they start getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And when I first started all those years ago, and it's funny because somebody on my team actually found a recognition sheet from January of 2008. And I was on there for my personal sales for a week, and it was probably the first week of the month. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm like, look at that. What I used to do in a week, myself, and now look at what I've grown that to with all the people that I've recruited, that they've recruited, right? It's just a snowball. And so I'm just like, wow, that's so powerful. But it all starts with that first recruit and the second recruit and the next recruit and the next recruit, and you just have to keep going. Now the other question that I wanted to ask was, what are some of the benefits of stepping up to manager? Put them right in the chat. And they could be some of the ones: money, okay, pay increase, yes, yes, more money, yes. But what else is there? What else is a reason why somebody would want to step up? Stability, more friends, manager incentives, yes. One of the top reasons why people step up: responsibility, community, working smarter, not harder, money, car, trip. Yep. One of the biggest reasons why people step up to manager is because of the recognition. That's one of the biggest reasons why people do this in the business, because, you know, on your day-to-day life, and sometimes your day-to-day job, if you have a full-time job, you know, or a part-time job, you don't really get recognized. You get expected to, right? You get expected to perform, you get expected to do this, that, and the other, but nobody says, wow, thanks for showing up today. And that's what Tupperware does, right? Yep, a recognition, yep. Yeah, and so that's what Tupperware does. They recognize you at the end of the month and they say, thanks for showing up this month. We really appreciate it. That's amazing. When Pam does that recognition, the recognition she throws in heck, she has a recognition if we get 60 people onto the Zoom, right? That's a show up recognition, you know? And so, but it's so powerful, that recognition. And so when you're recruiting, I want you to think about that. Think about the things that aren't necessarily in black and white on the paper, like the pay raise, like the 25% commission, like the bonuses, like all that stuff that's not necessarily in our compensation chart. What is another compelling reason why somebody would want to join a business like this? And talk about that. Talk about that. Every company has a compensation program, but not every company has what we have going on. They might think they do. They might say that they do, but a lot of times, more times than not, when I have somebody that joins Tupperware, myself included, that had come from 2 other direct sales companies, when I came to Tupperware, I was like, holy smokes, this is what everybody talks about, but I've never witnessed, right? Everybody talks about the people and the friendships and the family-like atmosphere, but I had never witnessed it in all the direct sales company, the 2 direct sales companies I was with, but also in all my exposure to other direct sales companies. I'd never witnessed it quite like I have at Champion and in Tupperware. And that is powerful. That is very powerful. So when you think about the things that bring you joy, what compels you to come to these meetings, what compels you to do these things, that's what you need to be sharing when you're doing your recruiting. So I'm going to, Amy, if you want to get ready, I wanted to share one more thing because I got a text message today and she does not know that I'm going to share this, but she did a phenomenal job turning a warranty into a recruit. And so I'm going to share that with everybody. And I hope that you don't mind because she is on the call. So let's see here. Let me find the text. So I got a text this afternoon and it says, I turned a replacement. I took a replacement and turned it into a team member. She says, this is what I sent her. Her replacement total was about $13. And so I told her her total. And I said, I also want to share with you, you're already paying shipping. So if you had any other additional items that you wanted to add, now would be a good time. Shipping would only be a slight increase. But my best deal for VIP Tupperware customers is a virtual membership for only $15, $16 after tax, where you can shop at a discount for 25 to 40 off for the next year. You can also do your own replacements, start to refresh your Tupperware pieces, and purchase our new innovative product line at a discount. If you decide to join the team with a virtual membership, I will cover the cost of your replacements above. Very smart move. So for a couple dollars more, you can still get the replacements and a discount shopping for a year. How does that sound? That right there is recruit more, recruit them, get them in the door, and maybe they'll want more, right? And so that's exactly what she's doing right there. And so don't be afraid to do that, because then once you get them in, then you start showing them how they can order samples. You start showing them where they can get to these discounts. And that's so powerful, because our own Pam Cliff joined for a discount and to get Tupperware for her kitchen. She didn't join to build a multi-million-dollar organization, but she has. And so it's really powerful and important to not discount the people that want a discount, right? Do not push them aside and say, oh, well, they're just here for a discount, so I'm just going to leave them be. No, reach out to them, show them how to get that discount, show them how to place an order, show them how to do those things. It's very powerful. So that was by our manager, Ms. Amanda Donatelli, sent that to me today. So kudos to you, Amanda, for really, stepping through that and offering more to this person that just wanted replacements. So that is very powerful. Amanda's one of our DIQs. She's in month 2 and she's doing a phenomenal job, and she's already hit her 7.5. So she's made it through month 2. Now it's just a matter of just keeping pushing. So keep going, Amanda. You're doing amazing, and keep recruiting. All right. She's a star manager now, but who knows, by the end of the month, she might be executive. She keeps recruiting. She needs one more. All right. So let's see here. Amy. Let me find Amy. Are you ready, Amy? Oh, I see you.
Sure.
All right. So Amy is going to talk to us about how she kind of goes about recruiting online, because the majority of her recruits are through Facebook and online and things like that. So she's going to just share some tips with us about that.
Yeah, so definitely all online. And if you don't have a website, I definitely recommend getting the website, because people can go on your website and just join on through your website. And I've had that happen to me a lot. I'm like, I'm going through my emails and I have an email, hey, you got a new team member. I'm like, oh, awesome, who got it? And it was me. And I'm like, whoa, that's awesome. So always have your website. All right. So, and I asked for referrals. So one of my tops, she actually was a referral from one of my customers, and now she's doing amazing, and that's Jennifer Jory. So way to go, Jennifer. She was asking about Tupperware, and one of my girlfriend's customers sent her my name. So always ask for referrals. And when I always personally message people. So when you are wanting recruits, make it personal and send them a message, or call them on the phone if you want to call them on the phone. Am I frozen? Hopefully not. All right. So, and I pay attention to posts on Facebook. People that, are needing jobs or looking for some friends, then I will just shoot them a message. When offering the opportunity, you want to make it about them. So it's not for you, it's for them. And they join for the products and the kit, and they join for the discount. So don't look for someone who wants to start a business, but look for someone who, likes the product. That helps a lot. And recruiting at your parties. So let's say I always show off all my products that are in the kit in my parties, and show off the premium products too. And because they can earn those premium products for in the Confident Start program, and show off the welcome bonus. So those are things that I always show off, and people order them. Then you message them and say, hey, so you could get it for this price, or you could get it for this price. And so you want to, which one would you rather do? We have a lot of those memes out there, but when you personally, message people, that usually works out a whole lot better. And every time you make a sale, think, how can I turn that customer into a recruit? Or how can I turn that into a party? So if it's sometimes if it's a big order, then they love the product. And so you want to recruit them because they love Tupperware, obviously. But sometimes if it's just a small order, sometimes they need some money and they want more products, but they just can't afford it. So make sure that you're inviting even the small sales. And be personal. Definitely be personal. Always use feel, felt, and found. I always use that whenever I'm messaging somebody, especially when they say I don't. I'm scared. I hate talking in front of people. I know exactly how you feel. People don't believe me, but it's true. I felt the same way, but I have found that when you love a product, that you can learn how to. And with Tupperware, with our organization, you can find your voice, because sometimes it does happen. But and always assume everyone is a potential team member and ask them questions. And if they say no, then that's okay. Just leave the door open. Always leave the door open. So say something like, that's okay, but if you change your mind down the road, Tupperware does have an amazing, they have amazing benefits for everyone. And you can always join me later on if you want. I don't know. I have something else written down. I should have read what I actually wrote. But anyway, I can post that in a little bit in the chat for you guys.
That's awesome. You know what I noticed about what Amy shared with us? It's nothing special. This is just her talking from her experience and from her heart. You know, I mean, anybody can do that. And so I love that you shared that, Amy, because sometimes I think people overcomplicate it. Don't you think that? Oh, you're muted already. Yes, she agrees. Yeah, I feel like people overcomplicate it. Sometimes they overthink it and they think they have to have just the right word choices and they have to do just the right things. But you know what? If you're just yourself and you connect with them and you just share with them the things that spoke to you about Tupperware and the things that inspire you about Tupperware, it goes so much further than any word choices that we can type up for you. But yeah, Amy, if you could share that on the leaders page, that would be amazing. Then that way everybody can kind of go back and revisit it just to kind of refresh their memory. So thank you so much for sharing, Amy. Awesome, awesome. All right, so Loretta, are you ready to kind of talk about the manager growth and then just kind of wrap us up with some John Gordon?
I will. So let me share my screen. All right, screen 2. All right. You guys see my screen?
Yes.
Say yes. All right. If you are in your first month of being a manager, you are in the manager growth program. Okay. And how many of you guys are in first month? Wave your hands. Let me see the waves. Actually, I need to find you all. Where are you? All right. Okay. And if you're not, and if you're moving, you need to know this anyway, even if you're not in your first month, because as you bring new leaders on board, as you're recruiting, you're going to be bringing new leaders on board. So this is our manager growth program. And you get points. It's a 3-month program, okay? And it starts with recruiting. And that's why we had Ellen and Amy share, and you heard Chris talk about it. I mean, really, to keep growing as a leader, you need to keep offering and asking more people to join your team, okay? So once you have 2 new unit members, now these are not personal recruits, this is your whole team, your whole unit recruiting, okay? Then you start earning points for prizes, okay? So you have 2, you're in 100 points, okay? 3, you're in 200, and 4, you're in 400. Now, if you're in month 1, you did your 2 or more, you got your points, you're going to get more points with your unit sales, all right? So if you did 3,000, you get another 100 points. If you did 4,200, you get another 200, and depending on what month you're in, you get more, okay? So, and then the final way to get points, there's 3 ways to get points, is your unit size, okay? Your unit members total, okay? So 5 to 6 is going to get you another 100 points, all right? So that's how you're accumulating your points. And then there's a consistency award too. So your prizes are these right here. Okay, so you start with a lapel pin. that you can wear on a suit or a t-shirt or on a jean jacket. And then either a scarf or the tie, but ultimately the cookware and the oven works, okay? So you're gonna have some professional pieces, your crossbody bag, your pad folio, the money bags matching, all that to really look professional. But product-wise is your cookware and your Ultra Pro, okay? So the Ultra Pro comes with being consistent with 2,400 points, okay? You're going to earn the Ultra Pro. Anybody have questions about the Manager Growth Program? So it's 3 months. You could miss month 1, okay? I'll go back. You could miss month 1, but you could still earn points in month 2. And if you go into your report screens in your My.Tupperware and your My Sales, into reports, you should find your tracking for where you're at with your Manager Growth. If not, talk to your upline director. They'll be happy to share that with you, okay? All right. Anybody have questions, comments? We're good? I'm not reading the chat, so if there's any chat going on, somebody read it to me. Okay. So prizes. Who wants some of that cookware? I'm telling you, I use my cookware every single day. Every single day. And my Ultra Pro, I probably use my Ultra Pro like once a week. I used it today and everything for reheating and stuff, but love it all. And I know we already talked about this. Chris talked about this. As a leader, you are making money 3 different ways, all right? You're making your personal profit, okay? And take care of yourself first, okay? Because when you have parties and you have a unit and they need help, you invite them to join your party, okay? So you always want to have your personal lineup there for them, for training and building others. And then then you're going to get paid with a Profit Plus, either 2%, 3%, or 4%, depending on your level. And what did Chris say? Move up to executive because you hit 4% here, okay? And then you get a Vanguard bonus, all right? That's your 3rd way, Vanguard bonus. Profit Plus, Vanguard bonus, and that's just depending on your sales, and it's unlimited, okay? It just stops, my chart just stops here, okay? But then as an executive manager, and this is what Chris was talking about, is you want to position yourself that when you go into Record Breaker, you are at the highest level. And when you've done 2 months at 7,500 or more, you earn another stream of income, and that's a $150 extra bonus check on top of your Profit Plus, your Vanguard bonus, your personal commission, and now this. So executive managers, and if you're already executive, then you heard him talk about moving into the DIQ and then director, okay? Any questions, comments there? All right. Well, I'm just going to give you some, I have different people that I get my little daily tips or quotes or devotionals. And one of the ones that I follow a lot is John Gordon. And I know a lot of the directors, we're all following John Gordon, and especially at these times, because he's all about positivity and being positive. And so I'll just share with you that if you want to have a great day, this is what he posted today. You want to have a great day. Maybe your day's not going as great as you thought. You know what? Believe the best is yet to come. You have got to have that future hope, that future best is yet to come, so that you have something to strive for and work for. And 2, focus on the solutions, all right? It's really easy to get trapped in, oh my goodness, there's issues here or whatever, or this isn't whatever. I mean, but you know what? Focus on your solutions. And I always remember a speaker that actually came a champion a long time ago. And he talked about turning that around. So if you're sitting here going, you know what? I'm not a recruiter. I can't recruit. I can't bring people on board. Why don't you turn that question around and ask yourself, I don't know how did I become the top recruiter at Champion? So now you're turning that negative problem that you have into a positive, okay? And now you're going to go backwards and go, oh, well, you know what? I asked people. Oh, you know what? I looked for people on Facebook. I was reading their comments. I picked up on somebody just losing their job, or maybe just had a baby and maybe they'd like to stay home, or like you heard Amy talk about earlier, okay? And you guys even said it too. So now you are creating solutions, and you're actually creating your action steps to make that happen, okay? Number 3, encourage others. So as leaders, every day, you know what? There's probably someone on your team that just needs, hey, how are you doing today? Really, that's encouragement. Just reaching out to them, just saying, hey, you know what, Jenny, I was thinking of you today. How's it going? And not waiting till the end of the month and you're like, oh my goodness, starting at the beginning of the month, just maybe highlight one person every day that you're going to work on encouraging on your team. And it makes you feel good. Kind of makes you forget about what's ever going on in your life. Makes you feel good too. Number 4, replace those have tos with get to. Guys, we don't have to do this, all right? But we get to. We get to party. We get to go on social media. We get to have Facebook parties, okay? It's not because we have to, because we get to. We get to do that. We can play on Instagram and social media and all that and still make a great living at this. So we get to do this. Number 5, when you're feeling maybe overwhelmed, whatever, or things just aren't going your way, just always go back to what you're grateful for. Okay, God has given you a lot, and maybe you're not feeling it, but when you start writing it down, it's your kids, it's your spouse, it's your home, it's your car, it's your family, it's a glass of water, okay? Water, maybe it's a glass of wine, but anyway. But write down those 5 things that you are grateful for. Your faith, your that you even have this Tupperware opportunity. Just write those down, and all of a sudden things come back into perspective. And then finally, trust in a bigger plan and purpose for your life. And Chris started it off with think bigger, okay? Think bigger. Don't limit yourself. Don't say, you know what, I really just want to make $100. What if you made that $1,000, okay? Don't limit yourself. Think bigger. And there's always that saying, shoot for the moon, you might land on the stars, okay? So think bigger. So I hope these little 6 points kind of, just made you realize you have the best is yet to come, okay? Encourage others, focus on those solutions, write down what you're thankful for, and trust in a bigger purpose and a plan for your life and others. So that's what I have for you guys tonight. And unless there's anything else, let me stop the share. If anybody wants to share any highlights or how do I stop? There it is. Okay, my screen. There it is. Stop. Sorry, guys. So if you want to come off mute, just maybe share now how you had from today. Maybe something you heard from Chris or Ellen or Amy. Anything going on in the chat that I couldn't read. You're all so quiet. You can come off mute, make some noise.
Hey, Loretta, after they get done with the ahas, we need to do the drawings too.
Okay, great. Anybody want to share anything at all? Something that kind of stuck out?
I thought, your points with John Gordon were absolutely spot on. In the book club on Monday mornings, we're reading The Energy Bus, and he talks about taking a walk of gratitude to kind of change his mood and to just kind of shake things up. And it's a very, very powerful. I mean, he talked about a lot of things, but that was one of the things, just kind of turning your day around when you're not having a very good day at all. There's so many different things that you can do very quickly to be able to do that.
Yep. All right. Who wants to win some prizes? Jenny, you going to do these drawings for us?
I need somebody to pick numbers with their Siri or Alexa or Fred or whatever the name of the automatic thing is in your office. The first one is for all leaders with 2 personal recruits, and it's for a tablecloth. So I need a number between 1 and 29. Somebody.
I can do it.
Okay.
Alexa, pick a number between 1 and 29. 7.
7. Okay, and they have to be on. So is Tamara McClung on?
What's the name?
Tamara McClung.
Wow, guys, we have 50 people on. That's awesome.
That's
I think
awesome.
we should give us a prize away.
Jenny.
Let's do the tablecloths first. Laura, get me another number between 1 and 29.
Okay. Alexa, pick a number between 1 and 29.
Your random number between 1 and 29 is 4.
4.
4. Kelly Hamilton.
She's on.
I think she is on. Yeah, she's jumping up and down in her own little square. Awesome. Okay, Kelly, that's a tablecloth. Now the next drawing is for people with unit recruits of 5 or more, and they have to be on 2. So let me grab this here. Oh, sure, because it doesn't want to expand. Don't even do this to me. A number between 1 and 21, Lori.
Okay. Alexa, pick a number between 1 and 21. Your random number between 1 and 21 is 13.
13.
I have to say my Alexa is so excited to do this because when Pam does it at rally, mine always.
That's so funny. My Alexa's been waiting for this moment her whole life.
It's your time to shine, Alexa.
15 minutes of Tupperware fame. Go, Alexa. Okay, so that was Tammy McClung again, who somebody needs to message her that she should have really been
Should have been on. Should have been on.
Let's try her.
I wonder
Same
if that's
number?
girl.
Same number.
Between 1 and 21, yeah.
Alexa, pick a number between 1 and 21. 3. She likes the low ones.
3, and that's Melissa Wetterall. And she is on a date night with her husband.
Oops. Well,
That's a bummer.
Yeah, that stinks.
She texted me right before the meeting started and said, "Is this going to be recorded? Bill and I have a date night." And I was,
Oh, bummer. Okay, I'll do it again. Alexa, pick a number between 1 and 21. Oh, 3 again. Not that one. Alexa,
so speaking of, her date night thing, so managers, just so you know, the champion leader Zoom is usually the last Monday of the sales month, usually. So you can always check the Google calendars too. So just plan on it. So you can do date night Sunday. Just kidding.
Alexa, pick a number between 1 and 21. 5? Was that, did we pick that one already?
No.
we didn't, but I was going to go to director because there was only 4 managers and I was looking and they weren't on. So it wasn't gonna
Okay.
work. So I was going to do directors and like manage everybody had 5. And number 5 is me, and I feel really funky about that. So
Oh, sure.
Should we do it again?
yeah, do it again.
The same through 21?
1 through 2. No, do 1 through. We're gonna pick a whole nother story here. Do 1 through 91.
What? See if she gets out of the single digits, for goodness sake.
What the what?
Well, because we're adding directors to this one.
Oh, gotcha.
Because the manager,
Alexa.
honestly, the managers aren't on. There was only 4
Between
managers.
1 and 91.
That's funny.
Ooh, 37.
37.
The single digits. I thought she was broke.
Brooke.
Okay, Nancy Lagan. Okay, and if how many people are on?
49 now.
49.
49 right now.
Is Nancy supposed to be on? She might not be.
She was on.
She's been on.
She's on.
She was on. Where is she?
There she is. There she is. She's like, I'm on.
She's like, hey, Lori, just because you didn't win the spirit stick doesn't mean you get my tablecloth. Walk away. Walk away.
You see, I was trying to steal it from Nancy. She went to the bathroom. She loses.
It's just like Jubilee.
So,
Were
Lori,
you
do
on?
another
Were
do
you
a
on,
number between
Ellen?
1 and 49.
Alexa,
I'm
pick
just
a
going
number
to go by
between
Pam's
1 and 49. 4.
4.
Really? What's with the 4s?
I don't know. Okay, so her chair's on. On my screen, that's Taylor Dugan, who is now an empty chair.
Is
In
it?
his seat.
Taylor, come back. Taylor, come back.
If she doesn't come back in 3 seconds, this is out.
No, this is
Taylor Dugan.
Taylor.
Taylor. You won something, but we need to see your face.
Probably like, I'm in the bathroom.
I know, right?
Right.
Oh my gosh.
I hope she pulls her
She's on
pants up
mute.
before she comes out.
Sam, she literally was just there. She was like standing up and she was on the back, like leaning on the back of the chair.
We're gonna give it that
Taylor.
whatever, you know.
Taylor Dugan.
How many more drawings do we have, Jenny?
That's it.
I was like, all right, do another one.
That's it.
Taylor.
Okay, so Kelly Hamilton, Nancy Lagan, and Taylor Dugan's chair. So,
I knew you were going to say Taylor Dugan's chair. I knew it.
I'll address the envelope. Taylor Dugan's chair. All
Taylor,
right, that's it, guys. That's all I got.
aren't you? Okay. All right.
Awesome. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. Finish strong. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm really excited to see all the step ups. I know there's so many people working so hard for this. So I'm excited to see all those champions' names on there. All right, everybody. Congrats.
Post your ahas on the leaders page. Post your ahas on there. Maybe
Yes,
you can
yes.
on.
Absolutely. And if you're not on that page,
Thank you,
to your
ladies.
We'll get you on.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
Bye,
Have a
guys.
good night.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Great training. Thank you.